Alright, y'all, so AEW All In is next Saturday. It is the third edition of All In under the AEW name. The first All In taking place in Texas. We got the card right here. I know there might be a few more matches, but I figured all the matches that we'll actually give a shit about are already announced. So we're going to give our predictions here today. Obviously, these are my opinion, might not be the same as yours, so I urge each and every single one of you to leave your predictions down in the comments. And with all that being said, let's get right on to the video. Starting off, we're going to go from the bottom all the way to the top. It is the Women's Casino Gauntlet match, where the winner will get a future AEW Women's World Championship opportunity. And obviously, we don't know who's going to be in the match as of yet, at least I don't think. But my pick for the winner, it has to be Athena. I think Athena will go on to win the Casino Gauntlet match and face whoever the AEW Women's World Champion is. I'll explain this more when we get to the Women's Championship match, but I think you know where I'm going with here. So since we finished off with the Women's Casino Gauntlet match, let's go on with the Men's Casino Gauntlet match, where the only men confirmed so far are MJF, Mystico, and Mark Briscoe. Winner gets a future AEW Men's World Championship opportunity. And with this one, it's a little bit harder. Honestly, I am going to say I think MJF is going to win the Men's Casino Gauntlet match. We've been teasing these MJF and Hangman interactions. They've been having them for the past little bit. So I think MJF will win the Casino Gauntlet match. Again, I'll explain this more when we get to the World Championship match. So to recap, Athena wins Casino Gauntlet. MJF wins the Men's Casino Gauntlet. Then we go on to the AEW World Tag Team Championship, as it'll be defended in a triple threat match as the Hurt Syndicate's Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin defend against Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, the team known as Jet Speed, and Christian Cage and Nick Wayne, the Patriarchy. Now, I feel like this is a bit of a predictable one, but it is a predictable one that I absolutely love because we've got reports that AEW father and son tag team belts have already been made. So I think if those reports are true, it basically confirms that the Patriarchy are going to win the AEW World Tag Team Championships. But I am not complaining by any means. Christian Cage is my king. So yeah, new AEW World Tag Team Champion. Then we go on to the TNT Championship as Adam Cole defends against the Don Callis family's Kyle Fletcher. I figured this match was going to happen on this card. I'm glad it is. And who I think should win this match? It's an easy one. I think it'll be Kyle Fletcher getting the dub and becoming the new AEW TNT champion, because with all the work that Kyle Fletcher's been doing with the Don Callis family and the great matches he's put on, I think this is the time to pull the trigger on Kyle Fletcher, because this man is an absolute star. He is the future. He should absolutely become the new TNT champion. Then we go on to a tag team match, player, as the Young Bucks will be taking on the team of Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay. If Swerve and Will win, the Young Bucks EVP titles will no longer be valid, but if the Young Bucks win, then Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay cannot challenge for the AEW World Championship for 1 calendar year. Now, I'm actually going to say the Young Bucks get the win here. And the reason why I say that is because they're not going to take away the EVP titles from them. Also, I believe there might be some underhanded tactics. Actually, I could see this being the match where Jack Perry makes his AEW return and helps the Young Bucks beat Swerve and Will. And I believe that we can go 1 year without Swerve and Will challenging for the AEW World Championship, because I think maybe All In next year, because I think they'll go back to London, that's when we're probably going to get Will Ospreay becoming the AEW World Champion. So for that, I'm going to say the Young Bucks actually take the win here. Then we go on for the new AEW Unified Championship, as the Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada will take on the International Champion Kenny Omega. It's not called the Intercontinental Championship like a lot of us, predicted, but Unified Championship sounds cool too. It's apparently going to be acted like another World Championship for AEW, which I think is sick. I think Kenny Omega gets the win here. I think he should definitely be the first ever Unified Champion. And thank God the Continental Championship is not going to be a thing anymore. Nothing against Kazuchika Okada, the performer, but the way he was booked this entire championship run, it was almost like the Continental title was a prop. So yeah, thank God we're getting this unified title. And I'm going to say Kenny Omega is the man to walk out with that belt. Then we go on for the AEW Women's World Championship, as we got Timeless Toni Storm defending against the woman with every single fucking belt that's not in WWE, Mercedes Creative Control Moné. And listen, I know what Sean Ross Sapp has been saying. It's bullshit. He wants his press passes, and he wants Mercedes on his podcast. She has creative control. I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, I'm not even going to pretend like this match is going to be unpredictable. I mean, it's going to be a good match. Let's not fool anyone here. These two women are going to cook. They're going to have a lot of time to really show what they can do in the ring. But, I mean, it's Mercedes Moné, man. Like, am I going to sit here and act like she's going to lose? No. Mercedes Moné is going to become the new AEW Women's World Champion. And I'm not excited. Then we go on for the AEW World Championship. It'll be a Texas death match, as Jon Moxley will defend against Hangman Adam Page. Now, it's got to be Hangman, right? Right? It's got to be Hangman. If it's not Hangman, then we pretty much got to wait for Darby Allin to get back from Mount Everest. I think how Hangman wins this belt, I think I've said this in a few podcasts and a few videos now. I think they're going to recreate like a WrestleMania 40, kind of like Avengers Endgame, Bloodline Rules kind of thing, where the Death Riders are going to come out. They're going to try to cost Hangman Adam Page. We'll probably get the Young Bucks trying to cost him too. Then we'll get like Swerve, Ospreay, the Ops, Chris Statlander maybe. All of these people. Maybe even a returning Eddie Kingston. If Eddie Kingston doesn't return in the Gauntlet match, I don't know. I think that'd be pretty sweet. But in the end result, I'm going to have to go Hangman Adam Page. I know I've predicted a lot of new champions on this card, but this is basically AEW's WrestleMania, so I feel like I could play safe by predicting a bunch of new champions. But yes, Hangman Adam Page for the win. And with that, those are my official predictions for AEW All In 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your predictions down in the comments down below. And let me know your excitement levels for AEW All In. What match you're looking forward to the most, what match you're looking forward to the least, and why. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on so that way you never miss an upload. And until next time, this has been your boy Will's Wrestling Corner. I will see you in the next video. Be good people, and peace.